Hello. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our Monday Night Sparkle giveaway. Hope you're all doing marvelous. As you sign in, please say hi and also let us know who your stylist is so we can thank her for inviting you to join us. My name is Lee Bodner, and I own the Enduring Elegance franchise, and I have the exquisite privilege of being able to work with all of your stylists, and including this one right here, Laurel Charbonneau, who was nice enough to join me today. And I may be just a little prejudiced on her because she is also my niece. So
Maybe just a little.
a little bit. Hey, Laurel, how you doing?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent.
That's
Loving
good.
this weather right now.
Well, yeah, I heard something about Ontario was like 25 degrees or something today.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
still it's at 7 o'clock. It's still 21 degrees. Loving
Oh
it.
my. Okay. Well, no, here on the West Coast, we've actually moved into fall, rainy weather. I had to go out today, umbrella, blue jeans, jacket, the whole bit, so yeah, we're here. Hello, everybody. I see everybody signing in, jumping on here. Hello, 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 ladies. Okay. So we're going to change things around a little bit. By the way, please make sure that you do sign in and let us know that you are here. We're going to change things around a little bit, and Laurel is going to interview me tonight. She has been given guidelines of what not to ask because, like I said, she is my niece. So no, we're not going in that direction. Yeah, think about it. Okay, so hey, Laurel, before we start, how long have you been with Blaine?
9.5 years. I was one of your first two people to join Enduring Elegance. And with the pandemic, before the pandemic, I was actually doing 3 other part-time jobs in addition. And I'm honestly grateful to the pandemic because without that, I wouldn't have had the courage to make Park Lane my full-time job. Full-time without the full-time hours. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And what is your rank in Park Lane?
I am a division leader. So that means I'm making 45% commission on all my full and half price items.
That's kind of nice, isn't it? 45%,
It is.
everything's down, 45% coming back to you. Okay,
Even on
so
what I
you have some
purchased.
questions. Yeah, exactly. You have some questions you wanted to ask me.
I did. Okay, so way back in January of 2016 or so, why did you choose Park Lane?
Okay. Um, I had been in direct sales. A lot of you who've been around before have heard this story before. Was in direct sales for 20 odd years. And if anybody works anywhere and the upper management gets to the point where you just don't trust them, don't want to be around them, that is exactly what happened with the company I had been with. And because I had direct sales management experience, direct sales experience, been with the company for 20 years, I thought everybody was going to love to have me join their team, which was completely wrong. They wanted me, but they didn't want to pay what I was worth. So I had actually reached out. Tom Judson, who is our VP of International Sales, had actually been working for that company that I had left. He left way before I did. And I knew he was with Park Lane, and I was friends with him on Facebook. And so I actually reached out to him and said, tell me about Park Lane. And what he told me, I fell in love with. I thought, I cannot believe. I mean, he went through, here's what a franchise owner is, because he went right to the top. This is where you want to start. But he also went through what a stylist gets, what customer gets. And I was literally blown away because I honestly did not think that there was companies out there who valued their customers as much as the company I had previously been with. They really did. And this one was even more over the top. Plus, it was jewelry. I mean, that made it easy. Okay. And you ladies who are sitting here watching, there's not a whole lot of training. If you know that a bracelet goes on your wrist, you're pretty much ready to start with Park Lane. So that was kind of the reason. And I decided I really didn't want to work for anybody. With direct sales, you are working for yourself. But I decided I didn't want to be responsible for somebody, above me. And when he talked to me about being a franchise owner, I jumped in. Literally, he told me, I guess like on a Monday, and on Wednesday, I came back to him, and after talking to my husband, said, I think we're buying a franchise. That was that easy.
Honestly, it's the best decision for not only you and me, but every stylist that has come through our Enduring Elegance franchise, you have been a true blessing. And I know I say this all the time, but thank you for saying yes to Tom. I don't you
You
dare.
know, the other thing is, I mean, even if you jump in and you just do it for a little, you decide, hey, I want to give this a try. You never walk away saying, God, that was a bad decision, or it cost me money, or I'm in debt, or any. You never, ever, ever walk away with that feeling. So that part is truly, it is really good. That's one of the reasons I feel 100% by offering this job opportunity, this side gig opportunity to everybody. There is absolutely no remorse if you say, I'm going to give this a try, and in a week say, no, it's not for me. There's no remorse. No remorse on my end, because it's like, I offered you an opportunity, you took it, and there's nothing bad ever going to happen from that, even if it was just to try it.
And you always know that it is something to come back to. We've had a number of stylists that have taken time off because life happens, and they've chosen to come back and to Enduring Elegance. So that says a lot about you, Lee. I'm biased, but it does say a lot about you and our community here at Enduring Elegance. We're truly family.
We
And you guys
are.
Ours.
We are, and anybody who ends up joining us, if they want to be part of the community, it's open arms. Nobody sits there and says, "Oh gosh, we got to, somebody else going to be fighting for my territory." That's not the way we work. It's just open arms. Come on in, let us help you. We want to see everybody succeed.
And people get concerned sometimes, like how many reps are in an area or something. When I first joined, my mom joined up with me, so we know different people. Yes, we're from the same family, but we know different people and we had different contacts. So don't ever be concerned about that. There's more than enough. Like how many reps do we have in Canada compared to, other companies?
Oh my God, not enough. We don't have enough to cover it. I mean, it's funny when Laurel's talking about her and her mom joining up, and Karen Friesen, who is also on our show. Karen's on here. Hi, Karen. What is from church? Those ladies were dripping in Park Lane jewelry at that church, and they still are, right? It's really cool. But yeah, there is not enough. And with the pandemic hitting, I know it sounds awful to say it this way, but with the pandemic hitting, it actually taught us that, we can do a show. I'm here in BC, and I can do a show and have somebody from Nova Scotia, somebody from Ontario, somebody from Manitoba joining in that show. We couldn't do that before. So, it's wide open. The country's big. The country is so big, and it's open to absolutely anybody, anywhere, anytime. We have a far reach.
So true. And we know that if we go across the country, we can, meet up with previous hostesses, current hostesses, and everything. So
Yep.
What is the difference? Because this comes up a lot when new people are considering joining. What is the difference between direct sales and an MLM?
Oh, okay. And this is not to diss anything, anybody, anywhere. Direct sales is a direct selling company. We sell directly to the customer. I kind of like to think of it as, we're your personal shopper, if you want to think of it that way. And MLMs are more concerned with recruiting people. Now, yes, we do recruit as well, but they are way more concerned with recruiting people. And typically with MLMs, you're signing up for a monthly charge and getting products sent to you over and over and over and over again. We don't do it that way. So direct sales, of course, both companies, you can absolutely run from your home. There's no credit card charged monthly as there is with MLMs. There's no pressure from us as there is with MLMs to reach certain quotas. You have to recruit in order to stay in business with an MLM, and that we don't do that. If you want to join us and never bring anybody else into the business, that's fine. You don't have to. We offer that opportunity, and if you want, I love to share. It's like, if I can help somebody bring in an extra $100 a month, that is a win-win-win for me, right? And if I can help somebody to step out of their comfort zone, to try something different, to increase their confidence and their, I don't want to say vulnerability, because you feel too vulnerable sometimes starting something, but yet when you step through it, it's such a weight lifted off of your shoulders. So that's the difference, is I feel like I'm offering a risk-free opportunity to try something, where MLMs are working very much on pressure to recruit, and selling kind of falls by the wayside. We're lucky. We got a 70-year-old company. That's all they do. They just do jewelry, and they've done it very well for 70 years. So
Very
that's kind of the difference. There's no pressure here. That's always
That's
the way
the
it is.
beauty.
No pressure. Yeah.
I
We have
love the fact there's no quotas.
no, exactly. And we have a party plan. There is no party plan in MLMs. And MLMs is just sell, sign up, sell, sign up. And with us, we had a party plan. We want to reward our hosts for introducing us to new people that we can do direct sales for, that we can become their personal shoppers for. And that party plan is just part of the programs, one of the programs that Park Lane offers. So yeah, it just makes it way easier with direct sales because there is no pressure.
Very true. Very true. I love that. It allows you to take a break if life gets in the way. And let's face it, life can be very busy. But the rewards here in the community it's exceptional.
It's true. I mean, people don't believe us when we tell them, here's what all happens. And like people do not believe that it is that easy. And it truly is. And it's like, try it and find out. You'll be on here with me saying it really was that easy.
Very true. I actually just had lunch today with a customer. Actually, we didn't have lunch. We had cake. It was fabulous. And I got to deliver her jewelry. And my customers and hostesses have gone from being acquaintances or even somebody I never knew before to becoming friends. And for me, as much as I love the jewelry, and trust me, I love the jewelry, it's the community. And I attribute a lot of that to you, Lee, because not every direct sales company is like that. And I love the training that you do too.
We're pretty special. I think we've really made a connection with so many people, and you know it just pays off. I mean, so many customers that I'm looking here at the numbers of ladies who are on here, and it's like I've never met any of these women, you know, and yet they are some of our biggest supporters, and it's like you're just so thankful for what this opportunity's brought out to us. Yeah,
100%. Do you have a favorite piece of jewelry? And I'm not talking in the last 5 minutes. I am talking in the last 9.5 years. I do. But do you?
Wow. Oh man. I am very cautious because I mean I have my jewelry that has been discontinued, retired, and I don't want to give up, and it is upstairs in my bedroom. And so when you get dressed in the morning, it's like if I'm going to do a live or I'm going to do something with Park Lane, I can't wear that because it's no longer available. And there's something worse than putting on. I've got these gorgeous fringe earrings that I love they're orange, and I've got some green ones that I love, and I can't wear them because they are gorgeous. And whoever I'm talking to is going to say, "What are they? I want them." So I feel like it's like dangling a carrot that they can't get. So I try not to do that. So I don't know. It totally depends. Right now, this one here is one of my absolute favorites. Sorry?
Declan?
Yeah. Yeah. The Declan is one of my favorites because it is so versatile and you can wear it so often. And these, which is from the new collection. It's like, give me a dangle earring, you know, give me a statement earring. These ones I actually wore when I was out this morning. So, you know, I changed it to gold for the new ones that came out. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did get the silver, which, believe it or not, I'm actually drawing a blank on the name. But the silver ones you just showed, I absolutely love those. Those were ones I had to get from the Western Lux collection. It was
Blaze. They're called Blaze. Yeah.
Blaze, yes. Yeah. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else to ask. I know when I joined, because I did have previous direct sale experience. What is the Direct Appoint program? We are, I believe, the only direct sales company that does this, where we recognize previous direct sales management experience. And I mean, this to me, this is such a no-brainer. And one of the reasons when I left the previous company I was with and came over to Park Lane, well, before I came over to Park Lane, when I was looking at other companies, because as I said, I had experience. I figured they were going to be very happy to have me, and they were. But I started at the bottom. I thought, hey, I've just done 20 years.
of another company. I've run meetings. I have recruited. I have trained. Why am I starting at the bottom? Well, that's the only option there is, which is, to me, is ridiculous, right? If you are a manager in one company and you get hired by another company, you don't start in the mailroom. So to me, it just did not make any sense. So that's one of the things, the direct appoint program that we have, just attracts business women. If you are in a direct sales company already, and sometimes you just feel like you're in a rut, like I'm working really hard, but I'm not getting ahead anymore, or my company's just gone affiliate, which is just a horrible thing to have happen. That all those years that you've put into it, all the blood, sweat, and tears, the heart that you put into your business is kind of slipping away from you. And it doesn't happen here because we recognize where you are. We recognize that, you have the experience to have a lateral, sometimes even a higher move than where you are right now. And, it's one of the things that Park Lane does that nobody else does, and I think is really, really important. So, people need to be recognized. They need to know that their experience counts for something. You don't sit there and build up a business to have it ripped out from underneath you. So, yeah.
That I must say, the whole affiliate thing that's unfortunately been happening with a lot of direct sales companies is heartbreaking. I feel so bad for those people that have had to go through that. And I was beyond thrilled and breathed a sigh of relief when our CEO said in one of our meetings that was never, ever, ever going to happen with Park Lane. Ever. Yeah. It is still a family owned and operated company. And so is Enduring Elegance.
Yeah. It makes a difference to know that you've got a security, that you've worked for something like that. And the fact that we are one of the only ones that happens to. And I know when you see that happening, when, somebody, their company has gone affiliate, and so the team that they've built, the training they've done, is all kind of there for nothing. And I want to reach out to them to say, listen, I know what it's like to lose a job, right? I've lived through it previous. And all of a sudden, the earth has moved below you and you feel like you're falling. And I want to reach out to say, grab my hand, listen to what we've got to say, and I know you're in free fall motion right now and you're thinking, oh, everybody's attacking. And no, that's not the reason. The reason that I want to reach out to you is because I want to stop that free fall. I want to give you a place that you can go to that is not going to, they're not trying to poach you. We're trying to say, we can help. And that's literally what it comes to. We can help, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I feel Park Lane is, and Enduring Elegance is we just want to help others have the same amazing experience. We've had people that have joined that have had terrible experiences at other companies just for whatever reason. And they join us and go, whoa, that's different. But they were really reluctant to in the beginning.
And one of the things that I'm a true believer in is, like, we don't, as women, we don't sell, we share. And so if you come into Park Lane and you are trying it and you're learning, we've got an amazing training program. Like the training that we have is like bar none. Depending where you want to go with it, it is there. I want to work on this today, it's there. I want to work on that, it's there. But we've had also women who come in and say, you know what, I love the jewelry, but my passion lies here in a different area. And so they take what they've learned in Park Lane and they go to another area. I am so supportive of that they go to another company, because we gave them something that they were looking for in that midterm, right? And if they can take what we shared with them and go somewhere else and be successful, I'm just wishing them luck. You can't be angry at somebody for saying, this isn't where I want to be. I'm glad I gave it a try. I'm glad I learned. I'm glad I got friends out of it, but it's not where I want to be. It's like, I wish you well. Let me help you, right? Like, where are you going? Tell me all about it. So you just want people to be successful, and you got to sell. You got to be representing a product that you feel from the heart, right? You just have to feel it. And fortunately, the majority of people who try us, they feel it. But if they don't, it's like, I'm glad we were able to help with something, right? Like, I'm glad we were able to train you. I'm glad we gave you ideas. I'm glad you gave, anything that we have been able to offer. I'm really glad for that.
Very true. Very true. Because it's not necessarily for everyone. I know when I was thinking about, well, when you first asked me, I was in the middle of 40,000 flyers because that was one of my part-time jobs and I was trying to figure that out. And I had always thought about going back to direct sales, but I did not want to go back to skincare because, first of all, I don't use it. I wear makeup, but I don't use the skincare, even though it was fabulous. I loved it, but it wasn't something that I was dedicated to doing. And there's so many options with it. Like there's so many details you as the rep need to know. And that wasn't my passion. And when you said
so
about
much you have
the
to
jewelry,
do.
I was like, okay.
It's really simple, you know. I mean, honestly, okay, here's a story that most of you have probably not heard. So when our founders, Shirley and Arthur Levine, when they first got married, and this still blows my mind. She was like 16 in the 1950s, so 1955, and started up a company. That is mind blowing for women way back then. But here's what happened, right? Shirley was at home one day and Fuller Brush salesman, vacuum salesman, somebody comes to the door, right? Remember direct sales? I'm aging myself, but there was direct sales that used to come to the door. And that got Shirley thinking. And she went to Arthur and said, this is something we should probably look into. So they went and they hired 3 outside consulting companies and said, you go back, you test your numbers, you reach out to people, you do all of the legwork and come back to us and tell us what is the best business in direct sales for us to get into. And all 3 of them came back with jewelry. All 3 of them. Because jewelry is a consumable item. And I know everybody's sitting here going, it's not consumable, you can't eat it, but it is a consumable item because it consistently changes all the time. It's also a collectible item, right? We have had, I don't know how many customers have come back to me and said, my grandmother just gave me this piece and she's sending me a picture going, do you know what it is? But it's got the Park Lane logo on it. I have no idea what it is, probably 30 years old or maybe even longer than that. But it is a collectible because she's kept it and she's passed it down, right? And so the jewelry, I mean, it's the number one gift. We all know that, right? We got Christmas coming up here. Jewelry is a number one gift, whether it's flowers or whether it's chocolate. Jewelry is the lifesaver. Jewelry is the one that is more permanent and that gives people a warm fuzzy. Every time they put it on, they're going to think of you. And let's face it, jewelry, we do in-person parties. We haven't been doing a whole lot lately. We're getting back into it. But honestly, I would do an in-person party and I would take my ring tray. And that's where the collection of women was that ring tray, trying them on. This is any of our jewelry. We just had a training last week and one of the girls came on and said, you know, took my roll of jewelry at Tim Hortons. And that's where I met up with my customer. Well, because it's easy, it's portable. It rolls up into a little roll that you can take 10, 20 pieces with you. And others are going to watch. You might not be there meeting them, but they're at another table going, what's this all about, right? They want to know what's happening with it. So in your business, it feels like a longtime family. Oh, thank you, Brenda. I was just reading that. That's really sweet. Thank you, Brenda. Okay,
and,
sorry.
And the one thing about jewelry, I can still fit. Now these aren't from high school, but I can still fit into my earrings from high school.
Totally true. Yeah.
The rings have to go a little bit bigger, but the rest all fits. And we literally have something for everyone. And I love the fact that we have 2 new collections, full collections come out a year, and then plus the 4 usually 4 capsules. And then it seems to be lately daily or, a couple of times a week.
Deal of the day. Then we have our style drops. I mean, we've always got something happening. I mean, this is a company that is so in tune to what is going on there. People want new. And because of the internet, they want it now. I want to see something new today. And maybe today's not their day for ordering something because it didn't click with them. But then next day or the day after, where there's always something new coming, which is the versatility of what we have to offer. I don't care if you're 8 or 98, there's something that you're going to find in between there. It's very diverse. It's a full service jewelry company. Here's something that's going to blow your mind. Do you know that within the next 5 years, okay, wait a minute, we're in 25. The next 6 years that the jewelry business, direct sales business, I wrote it down here. Direct sales industry is forecasted to be a $43 million, billion dollar, billion dollar industry, $43 billion in direct sales in the next, because people find this so easy. You can do it at home. It doesn't cost you a whole lot. You can do it when you want to work at, and 43 billion. But okay, I did get that right this time.
You can work it around your own life. And actually, I was listening to a podcast, or I guess it was a book, and they were saying, like, you know, blue collar, white collar, and all of the different levels of jobs that there are out there. And direct sales is the one that doesn't care what color you are, doesn't care about religion, doesn't care about anything, the size you are, nothing. It is all just about what you want to make from it. And there's no ceiling. It is 100% up to you.
Yeah, it's you decide. You set your goal. We hopefully will help you get to your goal, but it is your goal, whether it's $100 a month or $1,000 a month or $100,000 a year. It's your goal. We're just there for your support and to help you reach it. And that's one of the reasons the programs that we have are so phenomenal. That, I mean, Park Lane doesn't just go to the stylist. They've got the customer programs with the, design your own sale. They've got the host program. I believe, I don't know of any other companies out there that work on an order-based business, order-based for the host, not sales-based, order-based. So literally, if you have 10 friends that buy $30, that's $300. That's what I get paid on. That's what Laura gets paid on, is at $300. But the host gets paid on the number of orders. So if there's 10 orders, she gets $400 in free jewelry. She actually makes more than we do for being a host. So the programs are just out of this world, and not even talking about what is available for the stylist is the commission, paid every week, and starting at 30%. It just goes up from there. It just goes up from there.
The 2 trips a year. And well, what they just did a couple of weeks ago was, a $300 show. And a lot of us did mystery hostesses, because it wasn't only the stylist that could win in the draw. It was the hostess too.
Yeah. And that draw hasn't happened yet. We're waiting to see that's going to happen. But I mean, what other company does that? If you host a show with your stylist, you and the stylist go in the draw for the trip to Amsterdam. I mean, what other company does that? And this is not the first time they've done that. It's ongoing. The rewards. This company puts close to 70 to 72% back into the stylist and the trips and the cars, the Mercedes car program and the free jewelry. And most companies, it's closer to around 30 to 35% that goes back. So, we are the ones that we, the stylist, you, the customer, you, the host, are the ones that get to reap all of those benefits. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
So cool. And if you choose not to take the trip, you earn the trip or won the trip through that drawing, you choose not to take it, you can take the $1,000 and it's free to choose as to what you want to do with it. Like,
yes. They'll pay for not taking it.
There is no downside. There is no downside.
The one thing I do hear back from people, or the one reason, let me don't say I hear it back. The one reason that keeps people from deciding that they want to start this business. What are you doing, Laurel?
Fanning myself. Oh. It's warm here, I said. At least my fan matches.
You look gorgeous. Yeah. The one thing I hear back from a lot of people, the reason they don't want to start, not just Park Lane, but anything, is the fear. It is fear of the unknown. And with women, especially, we can make it up in our head. What if? The big one is, what if I fail? Okay, but what if you don't fail? What if nobody buys? Okay, well, if you don't start it, nobody will buy. It's really pretty simple. If you don't start, it ain't going to happen. And what was it, Wayne Gretzky, who said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? And this is kind of the same thing. We have $129 to get you $500 worth of jewelry right now, extra $100 added in. Same with the 229 kit. You get $1,000 now. You get $1,100 worth of jewelry. And I have never, in the 9.5 years of doing it, I've never had anybody come back to me saying that was the dumbest thing I ever did. Because I don't care if you only do it for one day, you have come out ahead because you spent 129, but you got $600 worth of jewelry. And whatever you buy from that point on, you're getting paid commission on, right? So I mean, this is
Exactly.
win, win, win all the way across, and that's the way the company sets it up, right? That the company sets it up. So this is when we say risk free, it is risk free. Spend 129 and get $600 worth of jewelry, and you spend $50 tomorrow on yourself, and you're getting paid 30% commission. I mean, really think about this. About
Gotta love it.
if you've bought $200 worth of jewelry this year, this is what you should be giving a try to. And we're coming into the last quarter. Are we into the last quarter?
Holiday.
Yeah, right. September.
Not well. In Park Lane world, yes.
We're in October for Park Lane, but October, November, December, the third quarter, the golden quarter.
Yeah.
So everybody is shopping.
Mhm.
Everybody is looking. Oh, parties are coming up. Everybody is thinking about new wardrobes for fall. I mean, we have it covered. We literally have all of that covered. And if you decide when you jump in, we have the tools for you as well. And those tools, those training tools, they don't apply just to your direct sales company. They can apply to life on how to figure things out, how to move ahead, words to say, how to approach different things. We give you absolutely everything. I mean, this business to start is cut and paste. You don't even have to think about it because we have everything here. I need to advertise to my customer, copy, paste. I need to put something in my VIP group, copy, paste. We have it all. We even have the words for you. So literally it's a plug and go business. Makes it really easy. Yeah.
It's so much easier, and like there are so many different programs out there that we can take advantage of, but the way you have set up Enduring Elegance and have somebody doing our graphics for us makes life so much easier. Like you don't need the
right?
extra. Just have that and it's perfect.
And people, ladies who come over from other companies, and I hear that is like they spent so much time creating content to post. And it's like, well, I don't want you doing that. Let's, like I said, it's cut and paste. Go through 10 different pictures or 10 different quotes or 10 different stories. Pick one you like and go ahead and copy them. We want this to be an easy plug and go business. We want, I don't know how to start. Here's where you start. Here's the click on this link and it will say day one, do this. Day two, do this. We try to make it as easy. And the more you get to do it, the more your own personality takes over. It just becomes you. And now you're having fun because, oh my goodness, I get to pay with jewelry. I get to try on rings. I get to put on different necklaces. Now it's fun. Yeah. If anybody is watching,
it really is a fun company.
Yeah, if anybody's watching, if you have any questions, by the way, plug them into the content, to the comments. If I don't see them right now, I will get back to you later on. Okay, did you have any other questions for me, Laura? You'll see that.
Not that I can think of at the moment. We may have to do this again one day, and I will come up with a whole bunch of questions.
Okay. I love doing this. And so don't want to take too much time of anybody. We've been here for half an hour already. So there is a survey above that you want to fill out to get into the draw for free bling, because we love giving away free bling. The word for today, the secret word for today is successful. I don't count spelling, so if you do more than two C's or more than two S's, I don't care. Successful is the secret word, so please fill out the ballot. You have until Thursday. We'll do the draw and then send out free jewelry, and we'll figure out how the heck to do that with Canada Post being on strike, but we're working around it, okay? They just love to throw all these little bumps in the road for us here. So anyways, thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Laurel, thank you for jumping on here with me. It's always fun to be able to share information about Park Lane and about Enduring Elegance. I hope I've answered questions. And if you do have anything that you want to talk about, you know, if you're concerned about something, reach out to me. I'm happy to set up a chat and just answer your questions. We got nothing to hide, and we would love to have you join our team. Okay. Thank you, Laurel.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Thanks, everybody, for joining. Bye now. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye now.